All right, Sean Williams here with PowerMizzou.com. We are here with Mizzou tight end commit Ryan Hoerstkamp. Ryan, obviously football season is about to get started. First, I'll just talk about that. Some things you've kind of been working on throughout the spring, summer. I know COVID's kind of hit. Just kind of talk about your focus on that going into this season.
Yeah, our whole team, we've done a lot of workouts. We've been doing workouts basically all summer since June. Our whole team's been working out. We're doing a lot of stuff as a team, which is getting us ready for the year. That's really what we're looking forward to this year, and hopefully get to play. And personally, you know, if I'm doing something, most of my teammates are with me. So we do stuff together, and we're all pushing each other and making sure we're ready for the season. And we got a game Friday, so
yeah,
ready for Friday. So.
Yeah. Any personal goals for you going into the year?
You know, my personal goals are kind of team goals. I just want to go and
yeah.
win districts and win as many games as possible. You know, if I do what I can do and help the team out. So.
Yeah. Of course, I'll ask you about Missouri. You've been committed there for quite a while now. Just kind of talk about how things are going in that aspect, how your relationship is with the coaches and everything.
Yeah, it's been going real well ever since they offered me March 7th. They've just been showing love. We got a big stack of letters from them at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're just done a really good job. And Coach Woods and Coach Drinkowitz and all the coaches there have done a real good job. And I feel like Mizzou's grown on me even more since I've committed, and definitely going in the right direction as me being comfortable with going there and spending 4 years there or 5 years there. So.
Yeah. Is it like the communication? Is it a lot phone calls, mostly through Zoom? How's that kind of work?
Yeah, mostly phone calls. We have Zoom calls. We had recruit Zoom calls for a while, and then they had a dead week, and we haven't really picked up on since.
Gotcha.
But we have a good group chat with just the commits. We're a group chat. We talk all the time in there, and with the coaches, it's phone calls, texting, kind of whatever. Just whenever they can talk to me, and that's really good stuff they're showing me. Get a lot of love. So. Right. Yeah, we've just been Zoom calls every now and then, but mostly phone calls, and they're checking in with me pretty often when they can, and I know they've called our coaches and stuff, checking in on me and see how I'm doing.
Gotcha.
So yeah, they've been kept in contact with me and been making sure I've been all right through the whole thing, and the family's good through the whole COVID thing. So.
I know you've said this before. Obviously, I talked to you after you committed, but what was it about Missouri that made you go ahead and pull the trigger on them?
It's a home state. Everyone wants to play for their home state. For me, the big thing was I get to represent Missouri every Saturday. That's something I've been looking forward to since I started playing. It's I feel like I represent. Wearing Missouri across your chest, you really represent a group of people, not just the state. And the way we're going to play football out there at Mizzou, I think is going to represent how not even just the football in Mizzou, the football in Missouri, just the people in Missouri and how we work hard and. Nitty gritty, that's the kind of stuff we're looking forward, and that's the stuff that people in Missouri are. So you can't find that California. You all got different styles, and I really think going to Mizzou will be able to show kind of how I grown up and kind of how I play football. So.
Talk about obviously their offense, their scheme. What do you like about it? Where they kind of see you fitting in and kind of utilizing your skills in that offense?
I like how versatile I am and how I can block and catch the ball, and that's something that is going to be really nice. In our offense, if I can block the C gap, block down, help those running backs, help Taj Butts, help those guys all, get their yards. And that's kind of what I'm looking for. I mean, our offense, we don't really pass the ball too much in high school, and I've got used to just blocking and stuff, and that's stuff I'm looking forward to, helping those running backs out, and hopefully they help me out, going around me and stuff like that. In the passing game, it's hard. We can push down the field, and vertical pressure, that's stuff that we're looking to give other teams. So.
Yeah. Gotcha. You mentioned the commitments, kind of being involved in, commit Zoom meetings and stuff like that. How's your relationship with the other commitments going? What do you think about Missouri's class so far?
Yeah, we got a real good class coming. I know a lot of people are excited about this class, and we definitely are as commits. We're definitely ready to change the culture with Coach Drinkowitz and ready to grow with him as a coach, and he's going to help us grow a lot. And I've worked out with some of the guys. I'm waiting to work out with Mako. I'm supposed to work out with him, and haven't got to yet, but I think maybe tomorrow we will. We're trying to figure something out, but I've got to work with Tyler Hibbler. I got to work with some of those guys, and we're all a close-knit family, even though we haven't got all hang out with each other, see each other at visits and stuff. We've really done a good job of building chemistry. Going into our senior year without even really meeting each other, besides on Zoom calls and maybe in person a little bit, but we got a really good chemistry coming in the class. A lot of good guys coming in the program. So.
I've talked to a few targets. They always kind of mention, I always ask them, Mizzou commitments y'all talk to, if you reached out to anybody, they always kind of mention your name, Tyler, maybe Makai too. Are you pretty heavily involved with recruiting other targets?
Yeah, we got a lot of like I said, all those guys. They all do a good job. We all want to win, so we want to recruit the best guys we can. All the guys we believe, that we believe they can help us win. And we talk to a lot of guys. We try to talk to a lot of guys. We all kind of do it all our own, but we all do it. So it's kind of everyone's showing love from different areas and bring different things to the table, and we all do a real good job of recruiting, and we all want to win, so we're gonna do whatever it takes. So
gotcha. Let's kind of talk about you. Just growing up, man. When did you start playing football? I know you played basketball too, but just kind of your joy for football and love for football. When did that kind of happen?
Yeah, we played. I played a lot of flag football growing up, just because in the league we have in town, you're not supposed to start till 5th grade.
Okay.
So once 5th grade hit, I started playing tackle, and I was in that league. They had a weight limit, so I was always a bigger kid, and I could never catch the ball or do anything. I could just play offensive line, and that's what I did. I played offensive line until 8th grade. We started a league here at Washington. We played the junior GAC is what we called it, and that's where I started playing tight end, and ever since then, just been going well for me. And I've always been able to catch the ball and be able to run it fast and stuff like that. Just couldn't because I was too big.
Yeah.
And we started 8th grade is when I started playing tight end, and So.
When did you know you were good at football? I guess.
I still don't think I'm that good at football. I just don't want to get a big head. But I've always, my dad and I was a big NFL guy, big NCAA kid. As a little kid, I used to watch that a lot, and a big Rams fan growing up. Okay. Even though they were bad, I loved the Rams, and we'd go out Sundays, watch the game on TV, and we used to have a trampoline, and I would just tell them to throw the ball up, and I would just try to imitate those crazy catches they were making. We did that every day, all the way through elementary school until I got too big, and that's how I feel like I catch the balls better, and out here just doing that stuff, and you don't even realize you're training, but I had fun with it. So
that's good, man. Just talk about some of your influences growing up, whether it's parents, coaches, things like that.
Yeah, really, my family has been a big influence on me. My dad, my mother, my grandma, my grandpa, they've been big influences. My parents are both blue collar. My mom works at the high school up here, and my dad works at a factory. So they kind of taught me that hard work really gets you where you want to go. If you want to do something, just put your head down and do it. And no matter the situation, you can get something out of nothing. And that's a big influence of kind of how we've came up as a team. We were 0-10 2 years ago. As I was a freshman, we were 0-10, and then last year we went 9-2. So we've all worked hard. We've all bought in to Coach Heflin and his program, and now we were 9-2, and we're expecting a lot of big things this year as a team. So
no doubt. You mentioned NFL guy. You watched a lot of college growing up. What are some players you kind of look up to now and kind of emulate your game after?
Now I like watching older guys. I do. I like to watch a lot of older guys. Growing up, I was really imitating. Steven Jackson was my favorite guy in St. Louis. When he was a running back, he was my favorite guy. I wore 39 for the longest time in all baseball, basket, whatever I could wear 39 in. That's the guy I wanted to be like growing up. And now I like to watch a lot of Travis Kelce, George Kittle, a lot of those guys. I like to watch like Dallas Goedert. He's a backup tight end for the Eagles. He had some really good college gameplay. And I really just look at a little bit of everything from every position. Just like when I'm watching a game or something, I'm watching the release from the receiver, if it's Devontae Adams or Julio Jones or whoever it is. I like to watch them and kind of try to make my game as versatile as possible, just so I be hard as possible to guard and get off a block or something like that. So I kind of watch tight ends, D ends, whatever I can, because I play defense as well. So I like to watch a lot of defensive guys too. Chris Long was my favorite defensive player growing up, and all those guys, and those are a lot of good guys I like to watch growing up.
Good deal. Now, last thing I'll ask you, just a message to the Missouri fans.
And go Tigers, and for sure be ready for this upcoming season, these recruits, because we're all ready to win, and we're ready to bring the SEC East home back to Missouri. So.
All right. Thanks a lot, Ryan. We appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no problem.